God, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, I cannot catch a break with my sinuses or whatever. Like, we've been having just like major dips in the temperature in the south. That's just how it is when we have winter. We do have winter, it's just that it usually takes until December to actually get here, and sometimes, depending on the year, it just stays warm. Like, the lowest we'll get is like the 60s. That hasn't been the case the past couple of years. But like, recently what it's been doing, like today it's like in the 40s or something, like high 40s, like 50s. But like yesterday, it was like in the 60s and like, it's just like the 60s, so we take that dip from like 60s, 70s during the day to like 40s to 50s. It's just like, I get leveled by that pressure change. And I just cleared this up. But that's all my vibe. What's going on? Well, it's something's up to y'all. It's up to you. It's up to you. Look for a sign. Y'all have asked for a sign about something. And so they're saying yes. Like, you're going to receive the sign that you requested. But ultimately, whatever it is that you're looking for or looking to do is up to you. Like, we'll give you the sign, but you need to take responsibility for this. And there's something about forgiveness here, and choose a new direction. Like, don't stop. Like, and then this no is the end of the message. I'm also like, oh, okay. No, they're saying no, don't go beyond. All right. Don't look at that. So this is y'all or someone in your energy. This forgiveness, choose a new direction, don't stop. This is either y'all or someone in your environment. Like, you need to forgive in order to go in this new direction, whichever way that is, it's up to you. Look for a sign. Yes, like, yes, we're going to give you this sign, okay? But you have to take accountability for this thing. You need to forgive yourself. Potentially others, I'm not sure right now. I'm getting this as self-forgiveness for whatever mistake or misstep this was. Because the forgiveness, like, it is my mission while I am on this earth to take the morality out of spirituality. And I know that may sound kind of bizarre because most of us who are very spiritual, at least in a certain aspect, tend to have very, very definitive ethics and moral values, but that is not everyone. And the thing is, it's not something that we need to condemn or hold other people to. As long as someone is being authentic, there's not going to be a problem in what they're doing. And I know that might be a little bit like, what? Like what for people? So there's not a problem with witchcraft, demonic workings, satanic workings, if you want to call it that. If that is someone's personal authenticity, it is going to be permitted. They are not going to receive like bad karma for that. There will be consequences to them working with those energies, of course, but usually the people who are working consciously with those energies want the results that they're getting. They enjoy that resonance. And it may not be something that we or you understand, but it's very real. And people can do that without like being punished. So like, that's why we need to get off of this whole like, oh, if someone's not aligned with like Jesus or whatever, then they're like going to hell and they're going to receive like all this bad karma and stuff like that. That's not the case. Though I would say that for a majority of people, that's not going to be their authenticity. It's just not. It's in the same way that most people's authenticity is not being trans. Trans is an elite status, okay? So is being authentically fat. That's elite status. Not a lot of people can manage that. Oh gosh, y'all. My nose hurts so bad. I'm tired, I need a tissue. I'm so sorry if it's gross, y'all, but I just really can't help it with the pressure changes. So I'll probably be using it throughout the read, you know, bringing the energy through is gonna loosen stuff up as well. People have blockages with forgiveness, and also attachment, which I'm gonna talk about in another like manifestation-based video, and not a collective reading. People have problems with forgiveness because of valid hurt, valid injustice, and it's sort of like we don't want to forgive because it's sort of like, it's almost like we are letting the injustice pass. Like people will say that, oh no, you know, forgiveness isn't about saying what that person did was okay. It's about, you know, you releasing it, your energy, which is true. And also, people do not want to forget the injustices done for them, especially those that will never be prosecuted. Preaching to someone about forgiveness, like in that state, I don't know that that's the best way to go about it. For me, what I want to talk about, things like forgiveness is simply releasing the energy. Not the act. We don't forget the act. We just release the energy. We just release the anger. Because that is the thing that will harm you long term. It's not about God looking down at you and going, oh, this person didn't forgive, therefore I'm not going to ever let them move beyond this and that and the other. It is not about that. There's no moral compunction or compulsion to forgive anyone. If you never forgive anyone, it's not going to be held against you. What goes on is that you holding on to anger long term is physically unhealthy for you. It ages you, it deteriorates your immune system, because emotions like anger and fear, when we hold them chronically, that is stress. And stress, taken out the spirituality, this is science, stress deteriorates your body. That's why it's important that we manage it. And things like emotions, anger and fear and all of that, that's energy. And if you're holding a lot of anger, it is going to deplete your stamina. And like I said, it's going to unravel your telomeres and all kinds of interesting things. It corrodes your cells. It will contribute to cancer. All sorts of wonderful things. So we want to forgive, release that stress, to let it go. And forgiveness is a continual process. Usually for something like that, the anger will come up and we release it. You can also express the anger, but at some point, it's got to stop. I'm saying it's got to, like it doesn't have to, but I'm just saying it is to your very real physical detriment to not forgive, to not let it go. And something that might be able to help you let it go, if it's something that you did or something somebody else did, you know, there is that Bible verse, which is true. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. I promise you, most people don't. They don't understand what they're doing when they're doing it. That's why people feel guilt later on, because they realize, oh shit, I really fucked up here. It's not that they shouldn't be accountable, but people really don't realize what they're doing when they're doing it, for the most part, in general. There are outliers, of course. And also, I don't know, it's just most people, when they're operating in these garbage ways, it feels like when something's done to us, right, that A, it's personal, because it was done to us, and B, that it took something from us. It robbed us of our dignity and humanity. Someone, through their behavior, told us to our face, you are unworthy. You're an animal and I can do what I want to you. And this isn't true for you. I mean, what all of that says is where that person is. No one, I don't care what was done to you, can take a damn thing from you. You really don't need to ever call your power back, though it's a useful exercise, because your power never really goes anywhere. It's always yours. I mean, call it back as an exercise if you want to. That is illusory. No one can take that from you. They might benefit from it for a while, but it cannot be taken. And there's all kinds of karma that goes on with people doing non-consensual things with energy freely given under certain circumstances. So your power never goes anywhere. No one can strip anything from you. And it might be helpful for you to understand that just means that person's in an extremely low place. For someone to be able to do that to you, that means something was done to them that made them believe that they are that low. And so it's almost like you pity them. You pity that person because in order for them to act that way towards you, they have to already be in the deep hell realms. They are already being roasted by the lower forces, okay? Usually, through circumstances they weren't in control over as a child, that they are nonetheless responsible for their actions as adults, whatever. But I'm just saying, if you can get into a frame of mind where you are pitying that person, because I swear to you, because like Jesus was like walking around with the cross, everybody, like all of these people, they had no idea. Hello, Dash. That's Dash. I need you to back up, baby. Ah, my power. Take out the whole Son of God thing. Just doing that to another person. That's like mass hysteria on a huge level. It's mass hysteria, most of the atrocities that are done in general. It's lunacy, and people don't understand what's going on. And so Jesus carrying the cross, being enlightened as he was, or if you prefer, the Son of God, God in the flesh, he knew better. That's the most horrible thing about this, and there's no sugarcoating it. It's the most horrible thing. It is the most horrible thing that once you come to wholeness with yourself, heal, whatever way you want to put that, what you're going to realize is that it's a rare person who has the capacity to really see what's going on. And the people who have harmed you are likely never going to come to the mental, emotional, spiritual, psychological place that you are. And unfortunately, you're going to have to be the adult in the room. And that sucks. That really, really sucks, especially when it was your own adult family who perhaps harmed you. You're going to look at them one day and think, oh my God, I am more of an adult than you ever were. And it's going to hurt because you're going to know that those people will probably never have the capacity to understand things as you do. And so to forgive them, you not only have to have the capacity to hold your own pain, but theirs as well. And that's what the 5D is, by the way. So people who want to speak real cavalierly about that, let's start talking about their parents who abused them and how they feel about that, how they feel about those people. And we'll start talking about who's on the 5D and who's not real quick. Because I promise you, that's not a pleasant thing to really come to terms with. And for all those other people who have done you harm in some way. you will understand that they are acting from a toddler place, a harmed child place in an adult body with an adult intellect, but they are still a child. And that is, I'll be generous, 95% of people. 95% for the entirety of their lives. And when you get that, you're going to be profoundly lonely. And also, likely you will go through a period of resentment about the forgiveness. Because while you might be able to forgive yourself for certain things, that other person's stuff, especially depending on who it was and what it was, like that's the headspace that you have to enter. And it's hard. It's hard and it's painful, and it's very real. Because I promise you, maybe you already know, maybe you don't yet. Most people would rather just continue on in denial and ignorance than really confront their true selves, their real selves, to get through all of the pain, to get back to reality. Because you have to confront what happened, the wound and everything else. And straight up, not everybody can psychologically manage that. Some people will just go into psychosis without the proper help, and depending on how it goes down. And it is so painful that most people will just stay with the drugs, okay? They're gonna stay with the alcohol, they're gonna stay with the sex addiction, they're gonna stay with the toxic relationships, because that is less painful than reality. So those are the people that you're talking about when we're talking about forgiving other people. That is the walking dead who have done that to you. And I was gonna say, can you really blame them? But really, I wanna say it like, what chance did they have when you really think about it? What other action could they have reasonably taken? Based on their past history, based on their level of education, based on their genetic intellectual capabilities. Got a message of concern. Oh, we've got messages coming in. About, this could actually be someone in prison. You might get a call from someone from jail. Perhaps talking about how they have changed their life. If it's not literal like that, this is someone who is for some reason stuck somewhere, but they just very much want you to know that they have changed the person who they used to be. And they respect you. They respect you. That's why I'm talking about this. Because somebody, you believe they stripped you of something, or their mentality, they did something to you. They want you to know that they respect you and that they never would have done it something otherwise. This person might actually, I'm serious though, this person might actually be in jail. I'm not sure. Oh, well, someone's reflecting. I'm like, this just all fell out. I'm not putting it on the board. We got someone here reflecting on whatever was done here. Whatever was done, they know. They know it was by their own hand. So this is symbolic of this person's accountability for this phone call. Whatever this is like, I'm getting that this person just simply wants to make it known, either through this message, if they cannot do this in person, or if you are actually going to receive a phone call or a message from this person. At the moment, the only thing I'm getting right now is that, oh, I'm gonna cry. This person's upset. Literally, all they want is your forgiveness at the moment. Fret, because here's another thing about this. Another reason why people don't go through the work is because first, you will go through the hell of confronting what was done to you. And then the second hell is worse, and it will happen. The second hell is getting the life review. They wait. They wait until you contend with what was done to you and you get into a stable place, and then they hit you with the life review. Here is what you did while you were asleep. And with that life review, you get all the emotional pain, all the psychological pain, and all the physical pain all at once. You experience all of it all at once. Everything you did to other people while you were unaware. You're not getting out of that. Absolutely not. And that is worse than the first part. It's worse. It's more painful. And that is the true suffering. You think it's going to be with what was done to you. It's not. It's what you did to other people. And that's the one that will drive people back into the addictions, back into the behaviors, because they can't take it. They especially can't take that very, very real physical pain. And it is. You will contemplate unaliving at that point. Total insanity is an option at that point. If you have never considered hard drugs in your life, you will consider it. And that's why I kind of detest little phrases like shadow work. Because you have no idea unless you've been through it. And it seems like someone's going through it, and all they want is just the forgiveness. That's the truth. They just want to be free. This is someone who's potentially overly sexual, arrogant, greedy. They want to come to some sort of healing because right now this person is suffering and they know it is their own doing. And also that at the time that this person was here, what they also have to contend with is the knowledge that they enjoyed watching people suffer. They did it on purpose. It doesn't matter that they were asleep. They enjoyed the pain they inflicted. And now here's the life review. I don't know what happened to this person, if this is some sort of process for therapy. But whether they're in therapy or not, it's happening. You don't have to, clarity, for the light to come through, this has to happen. Clarity, it has to happen. The understanding. Or else the process is not complete. So, let's go ahead and see what's on the table. This is a heavy one, y'all. Well, this person, this main male, it does not have to be a man, this person, they've been on a path and they're coming to the big happy changes. This person has likely been made new in some way. This would be radical, likely for this person. Like I said, there are butterflies on that path. This is the path of radical transformation. And I promise you, this person has gone through several breakdowns, and they are still breaking down. Like, this person is crying. Like, they may be able to keep it together, like, day to day, depending on what they're doing. They go home and they cry immediately. An ugly cry. Because now all I want to do is cry. I resent that. I resent moving this energy through for y'all, just by the way, so I can be in my authenticity. You think I want to do this? You think I want to talk to y'all about forgiveness? No. Being vindictive is much harder. I mean, much easier. It's forgiveness that's hard. Because you have to admit that someone hurt you. That you were vulnerable and you were hurt. And you weren't all big and bad. Someone hurt you. That's harder than revenge. And maybe one day, I won't mind pulling this through for y'all. But today I do. I do resent it a bit. This person is ready to present and communicate however it is that they're going to communicate. Like, I have unexpected income here and you're ready. Unexpected income, this person might have needed resources. I don't know. I'll look at it. But really what I'm getting with this, because this is the Six of Wands as well, is whoever this person was, the forces would not have allowed them passage. Like, we're going to the Page of Wands to the Six of Wands. This is very like Jesus coming through on the donkey with the palms. They would not have been able to do this unless they would have been completely remade. And so what this "you're ready" thing also means is that you are ready to forgive this person. That does not mean always what I say, that you will be associating with this person after this point. But if you are listening to this message, this is done. You can let it go. Everything's been done that could be done. You are ready to forgive this. And if y'all don't forgive it, I'm going to be mad because I don't want to do this read again. All right, well, here's our timeline. During the next few weeks, all this person is going to be thinking about is whatever suffering they caused here and their own state of poverty from which these actions and behaviors came. Now, also, within the next few weeks, It's going to be time. You're ready to face this. Whatever this is, this conversation, maybe it's not just this message. There's something that you have to do. The energy work is complete. You can do this. You can hear this person. And then decide what it is that you want, depending on what even this person is asking you. This is simply the forgiveness. Because y'all both have blockages on whatever this is that need to move through. Just for y'all's own creating the life that you ultimately want. You're gonna have a hard time manifesting that until this comes through for the both of you. And like I always say, that does not mean together. This is just about alignment. So this read is also likely preparing you. It's hopefully moving through the last of the resistance that you're holding on to, that you would not hear what this person has to say or read it depending on how they would be reaching you. All right, well, let's go ahead and look at this Page of Wands. We'll look at the unexpected income, the Six of Wands, we will look at you. I'm getting this as y'all. And then we will look at what the guides have to say. Because if you think that they weren't involved, you'd be wrong. All right, so we're going to start with this Page of Wands. Like I said, they want peace. They're at the Nine of Wands. And this is just alignment to me right now. So this Page of Wands. Well, what I want to say is that this person has been guided by fates at the moment. I want to look at that. A high priestess potentially guided this person. If they were actually incarcerated, there could have been a nun. The moon and the high priestess, it could just be this person's higher self, to be real with you. Yeah, this guidance, like this, because this is the Wheel of Fortune, this seems a bit more like forces, the fates. It doesn't seem like a particular person. What is this Three of Cups? The Six of Cups. Guided to reunite, apologize, something. And then we have this Emperor here. What about this Emperor? It's probably something that they're fairly determined to do. Like they're going to be kind of immobile about it. Empress. Ten of Swords. They're here to work the magic. This is a continuation, Devil. What I get is this person has been turning away the Devil. The Four of Cups, every single time the Devil has presented themselves, this person has ignored it for this Page of Cups. The apology, the energy, Knight of Wands for this action that they want to take about restoring something with this poverty, this Ten of Swords. And if they do not turn away the Devil, it will be blocked from them for all eternity. All right. So now let's look at this unexpected income, if that's even anything. All right, what is this? It is, okay. Oh, this is something. This is something, it might just be something in the material environment. Let me clarify a couple of things here before I... There's someone else here. There's someone else here blocking this person. Perhaps. Is it? Or is that just the collective remembering? Getting a no. Victory. That's what this victory is? Yo, there's someone else. I don't know what's going on with that, but like y'all are the Queen of Cups here. This unexpected income, whatever that is, it is something that is necessary to bring justice and closure to the situation. What is going on here is that there's some sort of conflict. I don't think it's y'all's conflict. This is a conflict between this person and another person who is currently like preventing this. This Three of Wands is like distance, right? They're preventing this thing on this person's end from happening because whoever, I know we saw y'all as the Queen of Swords later. This is a different Queen of Swords. There's some Queen of Swords energy here keeping this person in like material poverty, that unexpected income. And whoever that Queen of Swords is, they have to be triumphant over that person in order to reach the Ten of Cups. I don't know if that means they just need more money for some reason. What is this Five of Pentacles? The Five of Swords. Someone here is causing an obstruction, a material obstruction for this person. I don't know why. I don't know why, and it seems kind of irrelevant to you. Whatever that person is and whatever they are doing, that is part of that person's, the one who wants your forgiveness, that is part of their own doing, that is part of their karma. Because I promise you, that person wouldn't be there without something that went on. with this person's past behaviors. I don't know. I'm now clarifying actually the Six of Wands. And the reason why I'm not digging into it is because just based on the last couple of reads, like things that I've been getting with that Ten of Swords especially, is just that this shit is done. It's done. And it's just like, there's no sense in digging into this crap. It's done. Y'all know what was done. They know what was done. It's over. All that's left is for the apology and the forgiveness. And then whatever the shit y'all want to do after that. But as far as these irrelevant other people, that it's sort of like it's almost waiting to be defeated. It's not a question of if it's going to happen. It's just like it's going to take the time it takes. And then it's going to be done. That will just go screaming into the pit because the Tao must flow. All right. Whatever that thing is that I just like, whatever obstruction that is, that person, yes, okay, this person needs to like, before they can take the action, the successful action, the Page of Wands and the Knight of Cups, right? This little action that they want to take. Before they can do that, they need to kill whatever this, like this Seven of Swords, like I've got the King of Swords on this as well. This person needs to destroy this. And that Queen of Swords is involved. Somehow. This person just needs to defeat it. I asked for more clarification on that. The only thing I'm getting is that until they do whatever that is, they're not going to be able to take the action into the union that they want. It's just not possible. It's not possible. They must triumph first over that. And then they can do whatever. Well, look at this Queen of Swords. I'm thinking this is y'all. But maybe we'll get energy on whatever this shit is going on over there. Whatever it is with that other Queen of Swords, whoever that is, and it could even be multiple people, that person is the embodiment of this person, this King of Swords demons. In order to truly defeat that person, that is the final task. They've got to destroy that person in order for them to move. Otherwise, they will not be able to move. And what I'm getting from that Seven of Swords is it's sort of like this person just, like their impulse is to just sneak away from that other person. No. No. They won't be allowed to do it. You must destroy them face to face. You must face them in combat. Metaphorically. You can't just sneak away. It must be faced and dealt with like a man. If this is a man, like an adult, if it's not a man. If this is a man, this is someone's like long put off rite of passage, if that's a man. Regardless, if it's not. It is someone's long deferred, like, passage into adulthood. And also for something like this, there will always be a sacrifice. That is the sacrifice, whatever it is, that other person. That other person must be sacrificed. And in doing so, this King of Swords person, it is also a self-sacrifice, this death. It's a way of behavior for them. Just gotta go on the pyre. Sorry. I'm not really sorry, but if this person wants what they want, they'll do it. All right, Queen of Swords. Well, we have someone with boundaries up towards this person. Two, like, probably blocked. This person, this is y'all. Y'all don't want this person in at all. Because you know, right? The Seven of Cups. You have all of these memories. But you're ready to let it go. Because they're memories. This is just energy. And it can be let go now. All the work is done. All of the punishment, all of it's done. So now we will look at Temperance. I already knew what it was. And I'm going to tell y'all, because I know y'all already know this, probably. Maybe not. Some of y'all might not be ready. Listen to this again in a week. What your people are telling you is that they would not allow for this person to come in. They're going to keep sending this person back. They would not allow this King of Wands to come in unless this Five of Cups was ready to be turned into the Nine of Cups. They wouldn't have allowed, see, because they're holding the two cups in their hands. It's in their hands. They're the ones who will lift the final blockage to allow this person to make their approach. And here's the thing. Especially if you work very directly with your team. You know what I'm saying is true already. You know you're ready. You know they wouldn't allow it. You know it wouldn't be time unless you were ready to let it go. And this person is in alignment with you. And the only way that they would be in alignment with you is if all of this stuff had already happened. And so now this is the magic moment. This magic moment. So different and so new, was like any other, until I met you, and then it happened. It took me by surprise. All right, let's see. Final advice, outcome. And just FYI. You will sense in the energy if the people are approaching you are really, I just feel like this is redundant for this collective. Y'all already know discernment. That's remedial. The blockage is about to be lifted. Okay, it's this, then the free-flowing energy. They're going to be able to make their approach, okay? It like we're at the last little bit here, and the last little bit is this person defeating whatever the fuck it is they need to defeat to be able to do this. They have to kill off part of themselves that is also in materiality. It's something that they manifested. And they also want to heal whatever this pain is, just bye. But they're at that last fight of whoever or whatever is standing in their way. So, the judgment has passed, and it's been passed. This person is going to pass the test, and they are going to be made new, right? Then the energy will flow. And then here they come. And there is something in like some sort of gift, I don't know. But it's the energy that's most important, and they're going to lead with the energy. That's how you're going to know this is true. And also, you've dreaded this day. Because this is also your judgment. This is your final test. What are you going to do here? What are you going to do? You think you're not ready. You don't want to hear it. You don't. You don't want to hear it from me. You don't want to hear it from the forces. And you don't want to hear it from this person. And this is where this has you. Whatever this is, it haunts you. I don't care what you're showing to other people. I see what's on the table. And this is now a choice. What are you going to do? That's the reality. You want to be done with it. All this means is the union for the alignment. You want to move away from this. That's what you want. You do want the apology. You do want this person in new energy. You want it for them and for you. You want this apology. You want whatever judgment that this person went through, you want it to have happened. You want everything that I have said in the reads that I've done for the past partner getting the shit kicked out of them. You want all of that to be true. And you want it to bear fruit. That's what you want. But what you're going to do, what you're really going to do, is up in the air. We don't know. You don't want to let it go, or you're uncertain about it. But you know that that's only going to lead to disaster and devil shit for you. You will not be able to break free until you let this go. And you have your opportunity. There are other things waiting for you on the other side of this. That, like, way better, like, with this letting go, the transformation, the forgiveness, you can move on to the real Ten of Pentacles and the justice, no matter how that looks for you. All of this work that you've done for your own happiness. Don't let this get in the way from what you know belongs to you. What you know you deserve from this person in particular. And they're going to give it to you. They're going to. This person is just not in this energy anymore. They've left all of it behind. And so, the moment's coming. And then it's on you. Because if and when the moment comes, you will know this person has passed the test. Then it's your test. Are you going to twist the knife in? Are you going to let it go?